Hey guys, I am Twaun X and this is the Take Podcast. On today's show, we will be talking about when deception becomes deadly. Now, what actually brought me to this subject was an article about a Ghanaian American couple in which a husband killed his trans wife. Now, initially, it sounds like a hate crime or something, right? But you have to understand the context as from my understanding, the trans person basically kept this a secret the whole time, y'all. That they were courting and dating, and unfortunately, it ended up with the unaliving of this trans person. So I'll give my opinion of the whole scenario after I show you guys this article to bring you up to speed and understand the context from which this discussion will be going. And here is that article right here. All right, this is that article, and I'll read it to you guys very quickly. Police authorities have arrested and detained a Ghanaian born Texas based pastor whose name has been given as Isaac for allegedly stabbing his newly wedded wife to death. According to multiple reports, the suspect, Pastor Isaac, allegedly took the life of his wife after discovering a troubling truth about her following their wedding. Isaac, a leader of a church community also based in Texas, reportedly married the deceased Sandra, who was also a member of his church. They took vows to uphold Christian principles and preserve the sanctity of their faith, agreeing to abstain from premarital sex before their marriage, the report said. However, unbeknownst to Pastor Isaac, his partner Sandra harbored a secret allegedly being a transgender, a fact reportedly known by some members of the church who chose to conceal it from the pastor. The report stated that Isaac only discovered this on the night after their wedding while attempting to get intimate. The suspect is further reported to have stabbed his wife repeatedly in a fit of rage after his shocking discovery, leading to her tragic death. Reports indicate that investigations into the incident are still ongoing, with authorities continuing their inquiry. The suspect is currently facing murder charges in connection to this tragic event. Now, let's unpack this very quickly, guys. I first off, I want to send my condolences out to the families involved, and I'm sorry that Sandra the trans was unalived. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this discussion, guys. The thing about that is that, first of all, this guy was a Christian pastor. This guy was a Christian pastor, and this trans person obviously knew that that he would not accept it, right? This is why it was not presented. So automatically you're taking away this person's free will. You're being deceptive. And I know it's going to go into a place where people are going to be trying to say that this should be a hate crime and something like that, and I totally disagree. And I'll tell you why I disagree, because this isn't somebody's you targeting a certain demographic to go harm them. This is a person that was tricked, hoodwinked, and bamboozled, guys. Now they want to give this guy murder charges. I disagree. Let's start with his perspective, his paradigm, right? The way that he sees the scenario. And to be a Christian pastor probably means that you're very orthodox in the traditional beliefs of Christianity. The guy was so so orthodox that he went along with the no sex until marriage, which none of us do. We can sit up here and act like we do, but we don't. So this guy was serious about his beliefs, is what I want to say. And a lot of us are serious about our beliefs, but we don't practice the seriousness in everything that we do about our beliefs, and sex is one of them. And I am also guilty of this also. So you got this guy who falls in love with this person that's supposed to be great, and the love of his life. And on wedding night, he finds out that there is a snake in that person's garden. Hint, hint, right? So I'm trying to be politically correct. I would have unalived you too. You're not going to play with me like that. And I come from a very spiritual background myself. When it comes to the Bible, you have a whole book about sins. There are only like 2 abominations, right? And this has nothing to do with social ethics or anything, because you have a lot of people that do have their beliefs set outside of this spiritual system, the Abrahamic system, and that's fine. And I respect your beliefs. But within this trans was also a Christian, right? So we're going to get to it. This trans was also a Christian, guys. So they knew the Bible. I'm sure that's how they got close to the pastor. The only 2 abominations in the Bible is one, basically going against God, not saying that going against God, not believing in God. That is an abomination. And also laying in homosexuality. So these are worse than sins in the Bible. So understand this pastor's mind frame. Now, he never signed up for it. He never signed up for it, guys. You got this person that tricked him into the situation. And a lot of people want to get into the effect without looking at the cause of things. First of all, the effect was him overkilling and stabbing this person, which obviously makes it a crime of passion based on him stabbing that person and the number of times. I believe it was like 40, right? So it's definitely a form of temporary insanity for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, the cause was Sandra tricking this guy and then just playing Russian roulette with their fate in this scenario, because there's a lot of us that just ain't going for that. We don't play like that. I don't even know why y'all going out here. You have so many people out here that are interested in these type of relationships, but you want to come deal with us. And at this point, the straight guys, I feel like we are a minority, right? So I take it very seriously and personal too. I don't have a problem with somebody being attracted to me and maybe acknowledging that sometimes, but I'm going to also acknowledge that I'm not comfortable with that. And please do not approach me in that manner. And that Sandra knew that. Sandra knew that, guys. So we're not going to sit up here and make it a hate thing. No, y'all need to turn them loose. You need to turn them loose. And that has nothing to do with me, with any negative thoughts about the gay community, because realistically, 70% of my friends are lesbians, not with no sexual attachment at all. These are just my friends. And I have family members that are gay. And I know all of that stuff gets kind of complicated, you know, with the trans and all that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're free to do whatever you want to do. I have nothing against that. And if it was in your favor, I would speak up. But in this scenario, y'all know that this person is wrong. It doesn't matter if it's a trans. By it being a trans was the extremity of the effects. This is why the trans was unalived, because of the magnitude of the deception. I mean, you can't do that. You just can't do that these days. You don't know where a person's mind frame is. And it probably felt to him from a religious perspective that he was doing what he was supposed to do by God. You know, a lot of us that come from those backgrounds, we ain't tolerating that. And it's very unfortunate, again, that this happened, but stop playing with fire. Y'all need to stop approaching the straight people that y'all know are straight and going overboard with it. You know what I'm saying? That was just totally preposterous. You don't lead nobody on for a year, get married to him, and then get in the bed with him, and he find out you got a damn penis. Man, you know what I'm gonna do to you? Do you know? I'm just saying, do you know what I'm gonna do to you? I mean, like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do to you, but I can tell you if something at that moment, man, we're gonna touch every wall in that bitch. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be and he had a knife and killed me. I probably would have shot you myself. I don't know if I would have stole. I don't know what I would have done. And maybe it would depend on the weapon or whatever I had around at the time, or our size difference or anything like that. But nah, man. So I'm rocking with the Ghanaian American pastor on this one. Shout out to Ghana, man. I love you guys. I hope that he is set free. This should not be a hate crime. This should be, he should actually be released for a crime of passion and temporary insanity. Now, that's my take on that. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. I am Twaun X, and this is the Double Take Podcast. Please take the time to like and subscribe to my channel and leave your thoughts and opinions in my comment section. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.